I would like to thank all of you here. I was listening earlier, but I decided to crash into Zoom, and that's my new job. It's easy to crack in. I actually just finished a wonderful event with our founders in Israel. Very fancy event, great food, dining, singers, entertainment, lovely people. So I was quite moved by that and how people are connected. I joined them from the East Coast, one founder from the West Coast in California, Michael Williams from Canada. Just a beautiful place what Onpassive is doing. It's connecting people from all across the globe. Look at you here. It's a beautiful crowd. Uh, we were having I think one common thing, one of the lessons today, that early in the morning we were having a meeting with all management in India for Onpassive. And as I said, the meeting in Israel and two different classes, one is staff and one founders, but they had the same question. Why do you do this? So the staff is as a reaction for uh, the extra benefits that we give them, like no other company would give them. The travel, the things that we finalized, the ability to get bonuses, loans, you name it, okay? No company's done that. So they give the salary, the insurance, the regular, the taxes, the benefits, the saving, as usual. But on passive, then a bigger list, we go what no other company would ever do. Example, because Susie McCrae has been in the HR management for a while, and she knows. Have you seen a company structure where they pay you a hike or a salary increase every month forever in your life, a percentage, and it's compounded? So typically you get an annual hike, couple pennies here and there. Some people stay years before they see any increase in their salary. 6 months, I've seen the shortest term maybe, but for the most part, it's a year plus and a little bit. So they give that in Onpassive. That's the usual, but also what Onpassive for the workers and the movers and the shakers, who give us more than average performance, we give them a percentage, a fixed percent every month. So you get 1,000, let's say example this month, 2% next month, compounded 2%. So my salary would never be the same. So that's why they were asking, why do you do that? And that conversation was a little bit longer. Same thing with Israel. Like they said, you could have been the richest man. You have the opportunity to keep wealth. I heard Andy was explaining about the three, and we could do that and stop right there. But it's possible to scrape a little bit more and share with more people that abundance and that prosperity. Uh, so it got me thinking, and why do I do this? Whatever you do in life, you do it for a cause, for a reason. You have a motive. You have something that motivates you. I am not motivated by money. It happened that they just finished a dinner, and I use the analogy. They were just wrapping up the dinner, very nice. And I said, would you be interested in listening to more food now? Or do you want to like consume more food? The answer is like, they're like stuffed. If we talked an hour earlier, they would have been hungry. All they want to talk about food is food. And the same thing. So I'm not hungry for money or that, I'm fine. or I don't need to go through Onpassive to be able to maintain the lifestyle I wish to have. And it's that simple. So my drive is not money. In fact, if I am driven by money, I wouldn't have the energy, the passion to work 7 days a week, 365 days a year, almost the slowest day in my life, like 14, 18 hours. Okay, some days it connects to the next day with all the, obviously, it's not easy. It's, it can get frustrating sometimes. But when you're on a mission to make an impact on others and they hold you accountable, or they have faith and hope and trust in you, they put their entire faith in you. So it's above and beyond my personal scope. It is way bigger than what about her or him or that family that can count on me. It's shameful for me to let them down or disappoint them. So the drive is massive. I can give it my life, and it's much more rewarding and fulfilling than just like piling uh, that wealth in one bank account. It's, to me, it's tasteless. In fact, I would probably feel bad because I know it's at the expense of somebody. Somebody has to pay for that. The typical business structure. And as I often say, most businesses, what they do, this is ABC business, okay? The least amount of money, the easiest, simplest way to get the task done, the fastest amount of time, or the least amount of time. So less in and the most they can get out of it in dollars or money, called ROI, return on investment. They want to put $1 or a day, they want to get 70 in return. They want to get the most. It's completely different. That's not the measure. That's not the criteria in Onpassive. The way we look at things, what's the most value we can provide? How much impact can we make on humanity? Regardless of the cost, how long it takes, the sacrifice, or the energy or the effort, doesn't matter. What matters is how much value can we provide. And to complete the concept here, I'm very convinced that nobody will take away from my wealth. Nobody. You're going to have enough. There is enough wealth for all of us. No matter how much you take, she takes, they take, I take, doesn't matter. There's enough abundance and prosperity for all of us. The difference is the distribution of that wealth, how it fluctuates, and the fairness of that distribution. Up until now, I don't know anywhere that is fair. Not in the church industry. It's not even fair. Okay, as close as it can get to God is corrupted. Okay, so it's never fair. And governments, you tell me about it. Okay, so it's not fair, and we can do something about it. I want to win with people. It's more fulfilling. It's more impactful. And that's why we're so strong about our passion. We're very, very, determined that this is a winning game. We're going to win together, at least those who decided to win with us. If you decided to come and win, don't worry about the mechanics. I believe success with people or in the people business, 80% psychology. 20% mechanics. Leave the mechanics for us. You just make a decision Put a big smile. As Marina was talking, increase, expand your thinking and your dream. It's one life, it's short. Don't settle for mediocrity or silly stuff. Set your life for big, bold dreams and go for it. Even if you die halfway, you're going to die on a mission, on something honorable. All right? It's not worth it to do silly stuff. Okay? So go for it. Go big and loud and huge. Aim for the moon. If you fail or if you miss, you land among the stars. There's no losing if you're on a big mission. If you achieved nothing, just being on the right journey, on the right track, it's already fulfilling. Somebody will finish. So psychology meaning you make a decision. You have a proper positive attitude, a good perspective about life. If you're with us, they say success is all about showing. It's some people say 50% of success, 75%. It doesn't matter how much percent. But if you're showing up at the right place, like now, at the right time, it's definitely a big chunk of your success. It's only a matter of time. You don't want to be too busy and consumed in energy, a lot of noise on the wrong direction, because you're never going to get there, and you're going to hurt yourself and may hurt more people. If you're at the right track, on the right track, with the right people, with the clean purpose, no matter how much you accomplish, you are winning because you're on the right track. The positioning, the direction is already clean. And to convey to Andy's coverage about the pay structure, very simple. Onpassive, according to experts, it will be, not possibly, or according to the volume and to the potential market we have. The market cap is 5 billion people, 5,000 million people. It's a lot of people. And it's going to be difficult to feed all of them. So anyway, but together we can. So due to that, they predict that Onpassive will be the biggest company that the industry ever witnessed. You got Tesla, you got SpaceX, you got Apple, $2 trillion. Big. That's not what they meant. They're talking about the impact of Onpassive. Even if we don't have a budget or cash flow of or assets for $2 trillion. That's a lot of billions, okay? The impact that Onpassive is making already is far beyond any other company we've seen. And one thing I disagree with them, they said in the industry, I disagree. The keyword is not the industry, in any sector, is in any industry. I haven't seen a company that is lined up to make such an impact globally on humanity and leave a clean legacy, not to one, not to two, not to one family, but to all of us. And like Andy said, we're the 1%. We're 750,000 now. One more quarter will be 1 million. 1 million founders. It's mind-boggling to have a company didn't open doors for, retail or collecting money and payments that has nearly 1 million customers lining up saying, this is my card, charge me, I'm in. In fact, if you don't believe it, here, $97 to be a founder, just to fulfill the trust. And if we fail miserably due to the math and to the broad value that we cover, okay, social media, check, covered. Okay, communication, covered. Human resources, business management, check. Okay, crowdfunding, check. Academy, check. Okay, learning, e-learning, check, check, check. Okay, every aspect of your digital life is covered in Onpassive, just the beginning. So when Andy was talking 3, in my mind, like, if you don't get one from ONet and one from OConnect and one OP, you come on. Everybody knows 200 people, or at least they have 200 contacts by the time they're at the age of 26, like 26 years old. Okay. At the age of 26, they have a minimum of 200 contacts. I believe that is underestimated, because in today's life, everybody has, like, you just take a walk, you probably meet 200 people and just take their, remember that e-biz we talked about to the leadership council? We didn't share it with all the founders, the business card, okay, the QR. I mean, if I go and start scanning in the street, I can collect 200 contacts in a day. So how could you not find 3 that would be interested in the so many products that we have among 200-300 people? But what if you're double that age, 50? You don't know 3 people or 300 or 3,000 people? Many of us do. So what I'm trying to say, that it's a done deal, that everybody would have that, and I can like put my word on it, just for that little exposure, like as little as 3, because this is going to compound just like we pay our staff. Again, everything we do is unique, first time, disruptive. Because of that, I know, and I know the math, I guarantee no other company on the face of earth would give the amount of value that we give. That's one side of it. You might not be interested in the value, but I tell you what, if you're not interested on the mechanical value, what about the liquid financial value? If you're interested in that, no company would give you that much. No company that I know will give you the amount of reward or compensation that Onpassive will give you. I'm not leaving anything. We pay for what we have to pay, and the rest goes to the field, to the people who want to share the, concept. And everybody would like to be the hero of somebody. So in Onpassive, we make you the hero. You're not saying, I'm inviting you to Onpassive. No. I'm inviting you to charlesosong.com. I'm the hero. Look at my gorgeous website, and tomorrow I'm going to have a new one. I'm that magical. You can brag about yourself. We're nothing, okay? We're the help as a company. You're the hero. So for the first time ever, a company puts the users as the heroes. And everybody likes to be the hero of somebody, to impact them. So if you're not going to tell them soon enough, they will be in it, but sadly somebody else beat you to that goodness. If you want to do good, and if you believe in your heart that we're up to something good and clean, share it, okay? It's good for you, and this company will do whatever it takes to set records, not just because of the competition. No, it's not because we want to set records. Just we thought there's a better way. There's a clean, ethical way to practice business, and I do believe we are there. So done deal. I appreciate all of your time. I can't have enough of this. It's the only warning and side effect that you're going to have with Onpassive. You're going to have to lose some sleep. It's addictive. You're going to be hooked. It's a fun ride, okay? We're made of love and intelligence. Did that answer your question, Susie?
Yes. And
I know.
we talk about the $97, and I joined a little over a year and a half ago, and I got the value the first day when I went into the back office and listened to you speak, and just listening to you speak today. I mean, that to me, the inspiration you provide and your vision and just wanting, I'm surrounded by like-minded people. The value on that, you can't even put a price on it. I mean, it's amazing. So yeah,
You know, Susie, my son, 7-year-old son, he has a life coach, okay? And they're in 2 different states, okay? You want to know how much? The session is roughly 35 to 45 minutes, one-on-one. How much is it? $125, like a clockwork. Every time they hang out, they have a little chat. Sometimes it gets a little goofy, no big deal. And every time I tell my wife, I could do this, like, okay, but we're joking, you know. Give me $125. So we don't mind it. Like you said, you want to be on a positive track. Listen to that. You want to fuel your mind and soul and heart with good, clean stuff and positivity. Just like your wallet, you don't want to put garbage in it. You have to have clean money. There's dirty money, there's ethical money, and there's clean money. Onpassive will give you the cleanest money. It will be the most blessed money that you would ever make. Have you seen money, like, where did it go? Like, it was a lot of money, it just vanished. It's not blessed money. Have you seen little money or less food that filled more people? It's blessed. That's the type. There's a quality money. There's a quality income. So, hey, if any Zoom is worth $10, how many Zooms we've had?
many.
Just the Q&A, like on Monday, 4 or 5 hours, like, incredible. It's enlightening and it's inspiring. You're going to learn something. You're going to learn something. And it's just about to get better and better and better. That's it. You cannot kill us. That's my, we're too strong, yeah.
You're absolutely right. And I find that the founders that have jumped on board, there's a gleam in everybody's eye, a smile on their lips, and hope in their heart. For a lot of people who have lost hope throughout the years, of finding someplace where they truly belong and they feel like they're going to help make a difference. And it may sound a little corny to some people or hearing it for the first time, but once you become part of our environment, it's contagious. And it's contagious how we feel. And we wake up. I mean, look at Ethel's smile there. I mean, look, we're full of life. And I can really tell in everybody's eyes that we're focused on the vision, and we're not focused on ourselves. We're focused on what we can do to help mankind. And that is such a wonderful feeling and so different from the run-of-the-mill businesses out there.
Can I say something to the guests who are here today?
Sure.
I know we have a few guests, probably, hopefully about 100, hopefully, because it was a bunch when we started. I just want to just tell them how lucky they are, because Mari said in the beginning, if you're listening or you're trying to get an online business for the first time, you're the luckiest person on earth, because most of us have failed, and we have failed like numerous times, right? Statistics say that every millionaire has failed at least 12 times, averagely, right? Some have failed more, some have failed less, but you're about to get into a business and succeed for the first time, right? That's how lucky you are. And then guess what? It just got better because the CEO is here today. How many companies do you know that you're going to go to a guest webinar for the first time and you run into the CEO of the company? Now that's availability to another degree, okay? So I just want to say, guys, jump on board. And the more you get to know what this is about, well, I want to say join the sleepless company, because you're gonna lose sleep. That's for sure. Thank you.
Well said, Charles.
I say, can I add a little something? Thank you, Ash. I just want
To see you. Keep up that beautiful smile, please, forever.
Ash, I can't hold it back for everything that you bring to us. I cannot hold it back for the guests that are here. I mean, I'm at the point where I want to tear right now, but I'm just holding myself.
You are already.
Yeah,
Look at the camera.
you. This is what we enjoy all the time when you become a founder. When we have Ash come there, it's family. You feel the love. You feel the belonging. I mean, who doesn't want to be in a place where they will be comfortable? I tell you, I don't know what you could be waiting for. It's a family worth joining. Don't let the wagon leave you behind. That's a little one encouragement I want to give to our guests. Thank you again, Ash. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well said. Well said, Ethel. Does anyone else want to add anything, or would we like to continue taking a few questions, do you think, Charles and Marty?
Yes, let's take a few questions.
Okay, I have a question. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. Habu Magisha Evarista from Rwanda. I have some questions about Onpassive. Number one is I want to know the cost
I hope the question is not pronounce my name.
because I failed miserably.
Not be able to do that.
I failed miserably on that, but that's okay. They know who they are.
You're
They're
brave
here
enough.
from Rwanda. I want to know the cost of packages of Onpassive if you want to become an Onpassive member. Another question, how our accounts are guarded about security, because we are coming in a different country. I want to know where we can ask something went wrong in our business and where we can get our profit from in our business. So I think the question is more about the security, the cost to come into Onpassive, and will there be someone available should they have questions if something goes wrong. And Red, would you like to answer that, please?
Yeah, sure. I said in the presentation that you only pay twice in Onpassive. Once to become a founder. That's $97 US. This comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And the second time you will pay out of pocket is when we launch to the world, whenever we get all our ducks in order. And then we're going to open those fantastic, great big doors, and we're going to let the world know exactly who we are. That time is going to cost you out of pocket one more time, around about $2 to $250 or thereabouts. Might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less US dollars. Once you've made those payments, that's you done. The remainder of your subscriptions that will be coming out on a monthly basis will be paid from your commissions from the customers that you, the company, and other efforts as well will be bringing in to your customer team. Now, as far as security is concerned, as your account with Onpassive, every single account has a unique identifier. This is different to absolutely everybody else. And this is your email address. Okay, this is your unique identifier. And this is what the security for your account is. As far as money is concerned, this is going to be operated by a third party, and there will be extra security levels for this. Okay, when we launch our new O-Founders website, security will be beefed up once again. Okay, so you will have what we call a one-time use password that gets sent to that email. Okay, and then you use that to log in. So security, as far as our CEO, Ash Mufareh, is concerned, is of very, very high importance, not only to you as the founder stroke guest, but also to the company itself. So everything has been done in the background to make you as secure as possible, not only as an individual, but also for the company. I hope that answers your question.
Okay, well said, Red. Thank you. I got a couple more here. Stephen is asking, after registration, do I have to bring people on board before I become a Go founder? And I can answer a part of that. And if anybody else wants to jump in. Stephen, once you register as a founder, you are on board and you do not have to recruit. But we recommend that you do share it with your family and friends and people you know. And once you do jump on board, you will have a registration link that is connected to you that you can share with people. So you do not have to bring people in. When we do launch to the world, and then all of us founders will become customers, resellers, you will pay again that package that Red just spoke about. And once again, you can share the products with people, but you don't have to. But obviously, we encourage that you share with your family and friends. It will just help you in the long run. So if anyone else wants to add to that.
Yeah, I'll add a little bit.
Okay, Marty?
Keep in mind, you know, anything you do in life that you like, you share it, right? Don't use the word recruit. People don't like it. You don't want to do it. Most people don't. But if you see a good movie, you share it. The only difference is MGM doesn't send you a check. So if you share this business, you will get to the goals that you want, what your family wants, sooner. Plus, you would want to share it if you love your family and friends, because they need to know about this. And by the way, once you know, if we told you not to share, you will anyway. I've been here too long. So if you want to share it, you can. Once you see what we see and Onpassive gets inside you, lights out. You're going to share. You're going to stop sleeping and you're going to share. It's just part of what happens to you when you find out what's going on. So yeah, you don't have to do anything though. Remember that. That's what it was built for. You don't have to do anything, but you'll want to. Trust me.
Thank you.
Can I just
One
add
of
something?
the unfair advantages in the career or the job, structure is they pay you as a number, as a position, regardless of your performance. Okay. One of the good advantages of the business model that we possess here, that you will be compensated upon your additional efforts, if you wish. So it is unfair for somebody who does participate and contribute to the entire business journey or opportunity versus somebody who doesn't. It's not fair. So it has to be a smart business model. It has to be fair in such a way that those who do the extra effort and work, they are fairly compensated, and without taking away or not at the expense of those who are not participating. They're going to win, but those who do will win more and faster. It's a simple math. Yeah, we wouldn't be a good business model if we don't compensate them more. So that's one thing. The other thing to look at it is, as you recall in the beginning, I said we're about producing value and making an impact and an influence. That goes with our products. When you have such a massive value in one place, I think it will be effortless to be attractive. You're going to be the hunted, not the hunter. You're not going to have to go and look for people, because what we have is wanted, is needed. Okay. If we think about oxygen and water, do you have to sell oxygen? Hey, Red, if you don't breathe in the next 5 minutes, you're going to choke up. You're going to suffocate. Do I have to convince you? You're going to say, no, don't worry. I'm going to breathe. Okay. So same thing. Do you need a way to communicate digitally now in the 21st century with people? Do you need things that can save you time and connect you to the world and find things and manage your business and daily activities? Yes, it's not a choice. You have to have it. If you resist, you're going to poop in your pants, okay? You cannot do that, okay? So, all right, so you have to do it. You cannot, you have to adapt the new technology. You have to engage. And so people are going to come to you. We are the crowd, we are the traffic, and people will be looking for what we have. We just decided to make a big, to build and develop a huge value that everybody is going to need. It's only a matter of time for them to find out, about Onpassive, and they will find something that they will like. So what do we have in Onpassive? Everything you need in Onpassive. Everything. And if we don't have it yet, we're going to develop it, okay? Whatever we think you're going to need, it's with us. We got it. If we don't have it in Onpassive, you simply don't need it. It ain't that important to you, okay? So it's like a real genuine value, not just shuffle and shovel, you know, anything to make it a product. So it will sell itself. Simply like a big, huge rock star like Marty DeGarmo, everybody want to have a piece of him, okay? And where is he? If you say I'm on, like Julie, okay, our leadership council member from California, if she says I'm at this cafe on Friday, at least a few people will show up within the same neighborhood. If you're likable, this is a people business, people are going to follow you no matter where you go. You're going to find me in Onpassive. You're going to find me here. This is my domain name. This is where I hang out. And come, you're going to only win with us. You're not going to have to suffer, or we're not going to mislead you. And again, the cleanest products, the cleanest money.
Well said, Ash Mufareh. We are the correction to the corruption, as we say.
And very clean people.
Yeah.
In most part, yeah.
We do have a little fun. Okay, I'm going to end with one more question, if that's okay, because we're into an hour and 45 minutes. Although I know we would all love to stay here. Do you think one more question? How's that sound? Sound good? Okay. How can I join?
Charles is the boss today, so it's up to Charles.
I think we're going to round up like in 15 minutes or so, at least 2 or 3 questions. Since Ash is here,
you know, Charles, the numbers are going up if you're watching the meter.
Yeah, numbers are going up.
Oh, like crazy! You got to come on more of these, okay?
Like I just said.
Yeah, just let me know, man.
Did I just say something? And wherever you hang out, if you're likable, people are going to follow you.
So I thought it was because of me.
I just heard that somewhere. Yeah.
Exactly. I thought it's because I just came back on.
They're following Susie, indeed.
Yeah, I thought it was because of me, but that's okay. Okay, how can I join?
Well, look at the value in your background. So of course I would want to come there. Yeah.
All those products.
Yeah.
Okay, Joel Idris is asking, how can I join? Any link to join? Well, Joel, you need to get back to the person who invited you here, and they will have a registration link, and they will help bring you on board. That's how, so whoever—
How did you find out about the event?
Yeah, that's who you go back to.
And if you're not sure, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, find that person. If you're not 100% sure, I'm just kidding.
So that's what a lot of people, if you are not able to get 3 prospects under you, what is your chance of compensation? That comes from Jordan. Would someone like to speak to that?
Go ahead, Charles, tear it up.
Okay, I'm glad you asked that question. The name is Joy. What's the name?
Jordan.
Great question. And that also brings me to the previous question about, do you have to recruit, right? So here's the thing. Let me address that. I have a big family, and I know a lot of us do. We have family, we have friends that need something from us, right? If you are a little bit successful, or they think you are, they're gonna come after you asking for stuff, right? Guess what? If you don't tell them about this opportunity, you're gonna have to shortchange yourself, right? The money that you make, you're gonna have to share with them. So why don't you let them make their own money? Why don't you give them the net rather than give them the fish, right? It's easy. Frankly speaking, I don't even recruit. I just want to have people.
I'm going with you, Charles. I'm not going to go against you, but you got my brain thinking. How would you feel if your family get in with somebody else before you tell them? They're going to be in. How would you feel there was somebody that is a stranger? They're going to be in. Your friends, those who, how would you feel they're going to come in and you're not connected? But one thing I disagree with you, Charles. Can I?
Yes, please.
We are allowed to, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's not recruiting. So if I come and ask any of you about direction, where to get to so-and-so point or destination, or a place to eat so-and-so, or where can I find such a service, or if you may recommend something. So it's more inbound versus like you don't have to go and hunt. So if somebody asks you, what are you doing? Like, how are you doing? I'm having a blast with Onpassive. It's not called recruiting. It's not the, I think the word recruiting, it already kills it, okay? I'm not recruiting. I'm blessing, I'm sharing, and I'm serving, I'm guiding. You're asking me for direction, like where do I find so-and-so? Like how can I find what's a good way of communication, you know, or to host a good webinar, okay? I like what you're doing, or so, yeah, that's it. So I'm just gonna point you to that. I'm not selling you, I'm not recruiting you, just guiding you and blessing you in a way, because you thought you're just gonna go and pay the typical cost on any service that we have or any product that we have. We end up saving you a lot of money and giving you more value and the possibility of gaining money. So how is this like recruiting? We kind of saved you from being exhausted from your resources.
Yes. Thanks for disagreeing with me. Now, going back to Jordan's question, you don't need to have anyone to succeed with us. Okay? That's why we'll say everything is automated for us. It's done for you, 100% hands-free. Okay? We are just saying, if you have loved ones, don't you want them to enjoy what you enjoy? That's all. So you'll be successful either way. You don't need anyone, okay? And Zig Ziglar, may his soul rest in peace.
Be the hero. Be the hero. You're going to brag about like, hey, how did you join Onpassive? I invited you. I blessed you, right? You're going to brag about it because that's like, how did you join Facebook? I don't remember. Not a big deal. Signed up on Facebook.com. So obviously nobody cared. Okay. So that's the thing. But we're connected here together. We are connected. It's a win, 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 win all the way.
And here's the main reason why I share though, because I want to be vindicated, right? When Onpassive launches, all the people that you know, they're going to come to you and say, hey, Charles, how come you knew about this and you didn't tell us? Right? So I want my conscience to be free. That's why I told them. That's it.
So be the hero.
Yep.
Right.
By the way, when Onpassive is going to launch, okay, it's not that. Onpassive is already launching. This exact event is a part of the launching process. It's launching. You don't go to space overnight and say, okay, I'm going to shoot up a rocket and see what happens. We're preparing for the launch, the main event. So we are launching. It's already happening. And it's
Okay.
called a launch, not opening a business. So it's not like, okay, are they open? No, not yet. Let me see the door. No, you're going to hear it. It's launching. The rumble is going to shake up the earth.
I'm feeling thunder right here at my house now. So, I mean, something's
Coming up.
going on. We do have a question from Shandarveer Bahandari. Sir, I have a question and doubt in mind. Will company continue to share the company profit to every founder member forever, or will reduce it in the near future?
Take it away, Ash.
I thought it's for you, Red. So you're talking about the compensation with a drop down?
Yeah, like you're going to continue to, will the company continue to share the profit with their founders, or will it reduce in the future?
So logically speaking, that will be a shot in the head, not in the foot. Okay. Why would you do such a thing when it's working and people get hooked to it and then you're doing good? What we're known for is O, that O in everything, and that stands for over delivering. Okay. And what you will think you're getting in the beginning, then you're going to like, oh, there's more value, there's more compensation. So over time, we become stronger and stronger, and we go to other phases lined up in our process. So it's the likability is we're going to stack the cool, add more value. We're not going to take away something from you. Okay, we're compounded, we're residual, so we're going to add. So yes, it will change, but to bigger, to better, and to higher. Because
Okay.
we're going to have other sources and avenues of earning.
It's just going to keep getting better. Okay, here's a question I'm sure people will want to respond to. And I want to say there are some questions that are coming through that are more suited for our private founders only Q&A. So I apologize for not addressing those now. Today is for our guests. And I think this guest, Dawn Farimbo, is, when is the deadline to buy shares in Onpassive? And it looks like Red would like to tackle that one.
Yeah. Hi, Don. This is always one of the big misconceptions that people have when they're first looking at Onpassive, is that they can buy shares, or we're going to be on stock exchanges and all the rest of it. Okay, we are giving you the opportunity with this presentation that I did earlier on to join us on this journey and become a founder in Onpassive. The man you see sitting there has given us all the opportunity to join him with his vision and journey to found this company that we call Onpassive. We are partnering him in this endeavor. We have got his vision and we are running it with it like a steam train. So there is no shares within the company, because Ash Mufareh and his family have privately funded it all. It will never be floated on this stock exchange. There will never be any other partners of Onpassive. Onpassive is owned 100% by Ash Mufareh and his family. So you are in a privileged situation right now to be able to become a founder and partner of Onpassive right now, but you will never be a shareholder. Hope that explains everything.
Yeah, Red. In fact, we still have some little extra moolah or cash, so we are trying to blow that up in a way or another. Sadly, we often see companies, they collapse organically or on their own, in a way internally, due to partnership destruction, or manipulation. So we want to stay away from any potential threat to our longevity, if that makes sense to you. can you all say, yeah, not cheese, okay? I want a big smile for a big selfie with you. All right, that was beautiful.
That's
All right,
great.
I just had a selfie with you.
Okay, thank you, Ash.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Red, you did a wonderful presentation, and the whole panel. Thank you. The Susie and Ethel show was on today, welcoming people. Thank you, Ash, for joining us. It was a special treat. I just want to remind everyone, if you want a copy of this.
So where do we go now?
That's what I'm going to tell them.
What do? We go lose money, or like where's a better
French
place?
presentations on, Ash. You can hop onto the French presentation.
I wish I can talk. Yeah, I will listen. Yeah, but I can cheer for you. Listen, just one last word, okay? Thank you all, and thank you, Susie. I'm gonna give it back to you just a second. But be the hero to someone.
Yes.
Starting with yourself.
Darling.
God bless you all.
Thank you, Ash. That's what I tell my family.
Cheers, Ash.
Hit the winning shot, the game-winning shot with finding Onpassive, and my whole family and friends jumped on board. So thank you, Ash, for joining us. Everyone, please get back to the person who invited you, because to become a founder, it's invitation only. If you would like a copy of this presentation, you can send an email to onpassivenation@gmail.com. You can also visit onpassive.com to look at some of the products. But if you just caught a sliver of the vision of what this company is made of, we know you're going to want to jump on board and have the big smile that we all have, especially Ethel's beautiful smile, and become a founder and create a family legacy and feel good about what you're doing in life and join our environment. And I'd like to also add, when you do become a founder, you will have access to the back office where you can see private webinars that have been recorded, and you're invited to our private founders only webinars where we get product releases, updates from Ash, the tech team, and we have a lot of fun and they're very enjoyable. All that value for $97. So if anyone else, Charles, if you want to end things.
Yes, please. I just want to say our next guest webinar for the corporate is on Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern. We chose that time because it's the most convenient globally. So bring your guests so that we can do the work for you. The only job you have is to promote the webinars. You don't have to do anything. You say, hey, come here, come and listen to this. It's great, okay? And we will do the work for you. Thank you so much.
Share the webinar, Charles. Share the webinar. Bless people. No recruiting, no promoting, no selling, no killing.
No. Yep.
Have a good one, everyone.
All right.
Thank you, Charles. You're an amazing human being. We love you all the leaders here. You are fantastic. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be more proud of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ash, have a great day. And by the way, you're my hero. Okay.
I love
Thanks,
you,
Ash.
brother. Thank you.
Everybody's hero. Go, Ash.
Thank